understand what capitalism is. It is the exploitation of the few for the unjust enrichment of the many. But there has to be an illusion that is maintained to keep the many continuing to be being exploited. You have to, when you see that one of them is seeing the crack in the system, you gotta sell them the illusion. And the way you do that, you give them what you say they would have gotten if they did the things that you told them to do. That is how you keep the illusion alive. So you can say to the other, see, he made it. But they have reached a point now in 2025 where they don't care. They're telling you that you're lazy bums. You're just not working hard enough. They're spitting in our faces because we have been so docile and complacent and so, I don't even know what the word, apathetic to the injustices that they have visited upon us over the years. And I blame our parents because they put up with that bullshit. And now we, the millennials and the Gen Zs, they're looking at us crazy like, why are you complaining? And it's like, bitch, what you were getting 30 years ago that could afford a house, a car, and a family with 2 kids, we're not getting that. If you adjust what you were getting for inflation to 2025, that's not what we're getting. And that is why we're struggling. So we're working hard, we're doing the thing, we're doing what you told us to do, and there is the benefits, it's not adding up. And we are seeing through that illusion, and because of the arrogance of these people, they're doubling down. And it is for us to take a stand and to say enough is enough. That is why we had the adjuster like Luigi Mangione, and no, everybody was cheering on because we all could identify with what Luigi did because all of us are like that. And it is an unfortunate realization that the only thing that these people understand is violence. And I don't mean physical violence, because there are many forms of violence. They're using economic violence against us. They're using psychological violence against us. And we have to respond in kind. You have to speak their language. So if you're at work and the working conditions are bad or the pay is bad, the only thing that you can do, the only tool that you have in your toolkit is to either resign, your person, obviously not one person, but everybody like, okay, we're not coming back. We're not, unless you give us what we want, we're done. And you have to mean that shit. Because if you're bluffing, they're going to call your bluff. Make no mistake, they're going to call your bluff. And I know there is this, everybody can't be an entrepreneur. Because if I start a business, I need people to work for me. So what are you going to do? Look down on the people that are working for you? Everyone who has a business employs people. We all can be entrepreneurs. Someone has to work. I recognize that. And I don't want the stress of running my own business. But I don't want to be working for somebody who is exploiting my labor. And I'm not asking for more than what the role commands. All I'm saying is if you budget $10 for the role, pay me the fucking $10. Don't pay me $7. That's all I'm asking. I'm not asking for more than what is required. And they don't want to do that because there are people who are accepting $5 for a $10 role. And they'll complain under their breath, but they're going to do the job anyway. And so who are you to come now and demand what you're owed? And that is the kind of the dichotomy that exists in the society. You have one set of people who are content to be exploited, and then you have the few like me who are like, wait a minute, what's going on here?